Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, a special Friday edition made possible by our exclusive community at patreon.com. If you are a regular viewer of our series, please visit patreon.com/RBDR and join our community, which is growing by the leaps and bounds. I'm Bob Lederer. We all run headlong into our own customer experiences multiple times every day, whether it's into a retail location or a gas station or anything else. And then once we get to work, our focus can very, very quickly turn to customer experience from a research perspective. Advanced Simulation Steve Needel took on both situations in a recent blog, and we offered him the chance to present it here on RBDR. Steve?
Thanks, Bob. Not a week goes by that I don't see a blog from some retail expert or shopper experience expert talking about how we have to up the customer experience. What they mean by upping the experience is usually vague, but it seems to involve engaging and delighting customers. Otherwise, you are supposedly just not trying hard enough and your store will fail. We believe there are some basic rules of retailing. But we also know from experience that those supposed rules are extremely flexible. You don't want a store that smells bad, which is partly what killed A&P, although it is okay to smell weird like my Super H Mart Oriental Market. You don't want a store that looks dirty like Aldi did, which gave it problems coming into Atlanta. And unless you go into the Palm in New York or Durgan Park in Boston, you don't want a service staff that is nasty or unhelpful. Mostly, we want a clean, neat environment with lots of signage around to help you locate the stuff you want, and lots of helpful people to make your experience great. But I wrote a blog about this for Greenbook, having just come back from Costco, a store that violates all these rules, and I loved it. Here's a store where cleanliness is not next to godliness, where its consumers are made fun of in photos posted online. At Costco, there is no help on the floor. The assortment changes from week to week, and checkout lines are ridiculously long. My wife Tony and I waited 15 minutes in the self-checkout line, which was by far the fastest moving lane. We made it another 10 minutes in the gas line to save 30 cents a gallon. All the while, the residual from the best hot dog and drink you can buy for $1.50 was working its way through my system. And yet, if you had asked me that afternoon about my experience at Costco, I would have raved about the great prices I found, how the Kirkland brand makes really good, low-priced wine, particularly the $6.99 Malbec and Sauvignon Blanc, and how my wife finds yoga pants at a third the price. For all we talk about ideal stores or amazing and delighting shoppers, or the shift to online shoppings, there are 85 million Costco members who regularly and willingly make an experience trade-off. By classical definitions, their experience should be rated poorly, yet they are obviously not unhappy. We need to pay attention to this. As researchers, we need to figure out how each experience what it is, how to measure that experience, how to relate that measurement to shopping behavior, all without assuming that the experience is actually relevant to the shopping behavior. We need to be careful not to insert our own prejudice or preconceptions about experiences into our study of shoppers. And most important, we need to recognize that experience is in the eye of the beholder.
That's your Research Business Daily Report, made possible by members of our exclusive community on the crowdfunding platform patreon.com. Special thanks to all of our current patrons, a growing number of people who joined our group because they recognize the value that RBDR brings to the industry, and they want to see this continue. Special thanks in particular to our latest patrons, Eric Levy and Jay Luttrell, both who joined this week. Joining our community is very easy, and all you need to do is visit patreon.com/RBDR The size of your research operation is irrelevant to any person or company that's interested in becoming a patron. So is the type of research that's involved, or whether the company or individual is on the client or on the supplier side. And geographic location, well, that doesn't matter either. You've gotten this far into today's video, so you must feel that you're receiving value, and perhaps you've even been informed and, may I ask, entertained. So we'd like to think you already have a good reason to become an RBDR patron. Please join the community today by visiting patreon.com/RBDR and help us to keep our videos coming your way. Have a great research day and weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.